Hey guys, what's going on? This is MJ back with Reef RC. I want to say thank you guys for the subs and thank you guys for the commenting and such. I really appreciate it. If you don't mind, throw down a like, hit that subscribe button. Help keep this channel monetized so that way I can continue to do some cool builds. We're gonna go with and try a little bit of a different view. Hope you don't mind a few of the animals coming through, saying hi. I want to go over the build of this Team Raffee D110 on a Axial 10.3 straight axle chassis. This has been a very fun build. I picked it up off a friend who sold it to a friend, and the short version is this rig has a very specific purpose. There's an event, nets is what it's called. It's making me think outside the box, inside the box. So, anyway, let's go over this truck. It's been a very fun build. You guys can see I got the, these are the Treal 1.55 tires. Wheels, I'm sorry. And for tires, I went with Pitbull Berserkers with a Crawler Innovations foam. That's their WP. It's got some give. Not a ton, but I'm going to rely on the tire and the foam to do a ton of work. I went with this particular wheel, quite honestly, because it came with the truck. I am a Treal brand ambassador, but you know, having these come with the Treal rig or the rig, like it just fits. That deep dish it works. So I decided that, hey, I'm going to keep these. I'm not going to go to 1.9. Looking through, and you can kind of see, I'm going to kind of skip to something that's right here. I use XT60s. They don't spark as much as some of the other types of battery connectors do. Now, shocks are a little bit different. This is a really heavy truck. This thing weighs, I put it on a scale, it is 12.14 pounds for some of these small scale items. So I have to be careful. I want this thing to be able to at least perform reasonably well. So I tune these to be super stiff. Just like a real Land Rover, like 40 degrees, it'll go boom. If it goes over that, you can kind of see a little bit of extension back here, but not much compression. That's because with this particular rig, I chose to go with a true full droop setup. So like we're talking 1-to-1 full droop design, not this droop design where the shocks are compressed and they they expand out as you crawl. So this thing kind of works. You can see my cats decided to chew that, which now makes this not very good because I see some little pieces of strands. So that means I'm gonna have to cut that out and probably put some different wear up on, but that's okay. So let's go over let's go over and talk about the other side, the exterior and interior. So electronics wise, I have a Reef 99 servo winch for the rear. I don't have it hooked up right now. And that's because of the way the rule set's set up. It won't work for what I need. I'm running a Mamba X on a Spectrum 515. My motor is a Castle Slate 1800. So it doesn't have a ton of speed, but it's got enough power down low to get there. Servos. I'm running a 422 HD version 2, and I'm also running a 422 HD version 2 of my winch. A small change. I ended up going with this so I can make sure that I could flip the servo and 3D printed. Now, let's talk about the actual underpinnings themselves. You see, this truck, this has not been treated nicely. I'm very tough with my rigs. So we look at these are Treal Hobby housings. I have a Treal Hobby 10% Overdrive right here. And you see a lot of this is actually pretty stock, with the exception of the rear links, and that's on purpose. I went for reliability on this particular truck, and I knew the stock axle housings were not going to be enough. So with that, I went with Treal, not only because they're a sponsor of mine, but they have not gone wrong. I have not had any of their 70-75 billet strip on me, and I do use Loctite. I use every one of these screws is Loctited, okay, with the exception of the top ones right here. These are Loctited as well because they see a lot of trail abuse. The reason is it's about reliability, and they haven't, out of the years I've been with Treal, they have not done me wrong. And you see, like, if you look at the movement here, these have seen lots of stuff. Like this is flat. This wasn't flat. This was rounded, but this is flat. Okay. It's life, and that's why I go with the products. The housings have not broken. C-hubs have not broken. I do have, you can see really closely. Let's see if I can get a decent view and decent zoom in right here. That's not letting me zoom in. You guys see these hubs right here they're aluminum as well, and they have taken quite a bit of abuse. I can't say anything bad about them. On top, plugged in with my Treal Hobby wheels. It's an amazing rig. And you guys will ask, hey, why do you have this ESC like this? Well, in full disclosure, I had to make a few things work. You guys can see I had to cut some things out to make that fit. Cut it here. This was already pre-cut to make the motor and transmission housing work. Okay, so I know who cut that. Shout out to Axial RC, because this truck at one point was his. Now, you might think I'm a little bit crazy, which you're probably not wrong. So, outside of this, ladies and gentlemen, this truck is really solid. I look forward to using this in this competition as well as on the trail. If you're a Recon G6, you'll see me with this rig. And yeah, make sure you say hi. Make sure you find me and annoy me. You'll see this truck and a couple others sitting at the Aiden Builds table because he is sponsoring the Recon G6. And yeah, make sure you catch me. I look forward to seeing you guys and interacting as we go. And shout out to my number one fan, if you will. One of my students. I appreciate you guys more than you guys know. All right, thank you guys very much, and ladies and gentlemen, have a safe and happy day. So let's take a few moments and look at the interior and the rest of the exterior. Most of this interior is from Aiden Builds RC 3D printer, and I'll get to that in a minute. So, other side, we got hood that opens. Okay, got a couple of my some of my sponsors. Got Treal, RC, which is a local shop, and Reef RC. So in this truck, I'm running. Let's see if I could zoom in right here. I'm running a 422 HD servo. Then I'm also running a 422 winch. So that's what this is connected to. Now this winch right here, it does not work. Like it's no power. It's meant to look like it goes through it. This is kind of like a cross between scale and performance with a nod towards scale. Okay, now let's talk about some of the good stuff. This interior is wild. All right, okay. You guys can see this interior. Got my driver drinking coffee. If those who actually know me in real life, that's not a surprise. What you guys might see is there's someone going to be sleeping with the fishes. Chainsaw. I'm going to go to the other side here. And we also have an oil spill right here. If you check out Aiden Builds Facebook page and Instagram page, you will see that particular oil spill in much better detail because I have it sitting in the truck. Everything's glued down, so it's getting it out is a joke. But if you look really carefully, man, this thing is really detailed. You You can see camera in there. You know, the steering wheel with the left-right signals. Even on the inside, you'll see this here in a little bit. You'll see water bottles, some coffee, winch worker. Oh, you might even see some cinder blocks and some gas in there, and a chain.